Howdy neighbors. This is Saturday morning. You can see the smoke in the air. I have to go down and turn some water off and some water on. Got a couple of little pears on the Bartlett. Birds have eaten that one. Look at those apples. Breaking branches, they're so full. They're not very big because there's so many of them. That's where thinning them out would come in handy. Alright, now I don't have the waterfalls on. All the birdies are waiting. I get asked about this quite often. Basically, I have it hooked up to my well via a hose down to this faucet, and then I just crack the thing on when I want to, and that's it. Eventually, I'd planned on having different waterfalls all the way up. That layer of brick right there is actually sitting on another layer of brick that over the years has been buried by roots. The tank, okay, I've got a round waterfall, and I've got a rectangular waterfall, pool. Then that was full of rocks, but they've been sliding down over the years. So, and the triangle, which is leaking pretty bad now, used to fill all the way up and water came over the top of it, which is one of those things that the birds, the big birds, that I have a piece of plywood right there that the blue jays and stuff would get on. And then the plan was that to get the water into the top of that, where it's coming in with the hose, I would run a pipe underground and come out right there. And this box I was going to seal and put 2 concrete stepping pads in it. And then it would be filled by a water wheel on this side over here. And then you come up here, and this is something that I dug but is kind of filled in. It's going to be a 3-foot deep pool with infinity sides on it, and the infinity side would drain and go under and over to the water wheel and back across and down. And I wanted to put a statue of a little boy peeing right here into the pond, into this pool. And that water would just get pumped out of the pond up here into here, where it would settle one time, and then as it worked its way down, it would get aerated and settle in various places. And by the time it gets back down to the pond, it'll be clean, fresh water. I've already done that over the years. I have 2 water pumps one of which I hooked up to the hose. I have another hose, or yeah, it's buried underneath there. I believe I yanked most of it out, but I had it sitting down in the end of the pond over there, and it would pump water all the way up to the top. Yeah, here's the two pumps right there. All right. I've got my redwood, olives, and loquat tree going on the water. My redwood was starting to dry out pretty bad. I hope I didn't kill it. I may have, because of this heat. It's not looking really good. Dang it. The one we call the death fruit figures the ones that are the most bitter, nasty, horrible tasting put on the most fruit. Although the navel orange is putting on a pretty good amount of fruit. That's my favorite citrus. I need to water it tonight too. Alright. Boy, did that thing take off. It took me years to try and get one to grow, and now it sticks up almost 18 inches above the dang water. It's so big. See, that's one of those things people ask me, how do they stay alive in there, the goldfish, and how do you keep all the animals from eating them? And a huge chunk of that is things like that. Boy, has this lemon gone berserk. Putting on quite a few. It's what's left of the artichokes. And then what I do is I'll take those seed heads and throw them down over my bank down the hill there. Someday if there's a bunch of rain, hopefully they'll take off. Alright, where am I going? Oh yeah, I gotta go up this way. Oh, here's these guys. Well, girls. And hard to believe that that's all part of this is star thistle, and I had all of this completely gone. And look at how tall it is. It's ridiculous. But that's what happens when you put water to stuff out here. Plus, these things just like to grow. But there is a water line under there, so they're definitely getting water. Looks like the strawberries are starting to get a little weepy. Give them some water. I don't know if you can hear the crunch, crunch, crunch underfoot. I used to have 6 or 7 timers on some of these water lines, but they wore out, quit working. This heat is really, really killing stuff. Plus the fact that I forget which water lines are on and off, and I remember to turn some on and forget some for, 4 or 5 days, and boom. The mountains are over there and you can't even see them. It's pretty bad. And right now the wind is coming out of the north, so it's actually blowing the smoke down here. Won't be till this afternoon when it switches direction and starts coming out of the south. I guess it just switched a little while ago. Hi, goofball. Yeah, you're a good boy. Whew. All right.